Hey everybody, welcome to Detour Ahead. Oh, what's that? Colochu, do you hear that? It's a knock on the door. We better answer the door and see who it is. I'm gonna open the door now. Oh, it's the L salesman here to hand us our L for time traveling to record 3 episodes in advance so we don't miss a week and then immediately missing a week. we, we had episodes on lock. We were like, we're gonna do this in advance. We're not gonna fuck it up. We're gonna keep this streak riding, baby. And then immediately the week comes where it's time for us to get back on track. And Colo's like, I can't do it. Sorry. It's Detour Head. I'm Riley. This is Colo Chu. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to season 2, everybody.
No! Shut the fuck up!
It's season 2!
Never.
Nah, it's season 2. Don't listen to Riley.
You can call it whatever you want, Colochu. It's gonna be episode whatever number it is on the feed, not season 2, episode 1.
Nah, it's season 2, episode 1, The Return of Riely and Colo.
Please leave. Exit the premises immediately.
This is my Discord channel. You can't tell me to leave.
Then I'll leave.
Anyway, this is Riley. I'm Colo.
Oh,
you know us. You love us. This has been Detour Ahead. Thank you everybody for watching.
Yeah, thanks. Good night. That's it.
So, Riley, what have you been up to? It has been many weeks since we've recorded.
It's been many moons. Yes.
It's been. I want to say it's been 4 weeks.
I've been
since we last physically recorded. Yeah, no, it's been about a month since we physically recorded, actually.
So I've been mostly okay. I did get sick last week, which fucking sucked. I believe it was like the flu, but my brain did not register it as the flu when it first hit me. It registered it as I am dying currently. Because it was such sudden onset. Like I had like a stuffy nose for a couple of days, but I didn't feel sick. And then all of a sudden I was at work frantically trying to find a correctly sized box to pack somebody's work from home equipment. And then my body was just like, you are sick. Bam! And then suddenly I'm fucking dying. The world is blurry. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I'm fucking freaking the hell out at work. It's my last like 20 minutes. I was already struggling to stay awake because I may or may not have been high. And then suddenly my body is just like, die. You are dying currently. Have fun. And it was not a pleasant experience. And it was funny. The exit was funny because I was like, I can't walk home. I gotta call my mom. I'm gonna like fucking pass out on the street if I try to walk home. And my mom was mad at me. And she agreed to come, but she was not aware of like how sick I was. So I'm sitting in the car and she's like yelling at me because I didn't do the dishes or some shit. And I'm like, I'm sitting there like my life force is leaving my body. And I'm like, please not now. Like I'm just dying in the passenger seat. And then I just like go home and fucking collapse on the couch and fall asleep for 4 hours. And I wake up and my entire body is a fever. So I'm like, oh yeah, the flu, I guess.
Oh, fuck that. That's always rough. It always sucks having shit like that happen.
And it was the worst because like I had missed Monday of that week, so I was already missing out on some paycheck because I like threw up. I think I had like food poisoning, and I was like, well, I would have dragged my food poisoned ass to work if I knew I was gonna contract the flu and have to be out on Friday. Which I tried to not go to work the entire time on Friday, but there was like I had some computers that I was supposed to have set up by Monday morning before I walked in the building, which meant I had to set them up that day. So I submitted my call out and I was like, I'll come in the afternoon and I'll deal with those computers. And I showed up at the building at 2. I was there until like 3:30 and I did not even successfully complete the task. One of my bosses walked up to me and she's like, hey, I saw your call out. I feel bad. You could just like finish on Monday if you need to go home. And I was like, yes, thank you. Thank you, please. Yes, thanks. And then my friend Patrick, who I love to death, we have a very special relationship where sometimes we're just mean to each other, and that's funny. And he didn't realize I was sick, and he pushed my notepad onto the floor that was in my hands, and I just like stood there unresponsive and just like sighed as I had to pick up the notebook. And he like felt bad about it. He was like, I didn't know if you were mad at me. I was like, no, I was very sick. But other than that, I just been watching a whole lot of Power Rangers. I watched, I think, double digits episodes of Power Rangers today, and that's a pretty powerful binge given my usual track record. I've been very Power Rangers pilled the past 2 weeks, and that's been taking up a lot of my time.
I guess a majority of, in terms of like what I've been watching, is I am really compared to the last time we talked about this.
Yeah.
Pokemon anime.
Oh shit! How's that going?
Ash, the newest Pokemon we had that somebody got was Ash's Glalie. I'm in advanced battle.
Is it that quick of a turnaround between Snorunt and Glalie that it's his most recent catch and it's already evolved?
I think so, yeah.
Well, I think Snorunt might be his last catch until like his one catch in Battle Frontier, but I might be wrong.
Anyway, May just lost the grand contest.
Rip.
Which was rough, but Drew also lost to Fancy Boy. I forget his name. The one with the Milotic. The one with Milotic and another Pokemon. I don't remember.
If you ask me to remember somebody from the contest in the Gen 3 anime not named Drew or May, you're in for a rough time.
There's the Cacturne dude.
Well, I vaguely remember a Cacturne dude. Fuck if I can remember his name.
Fuck. I just watched this the other day. Anyway, it's good. I'm chugging along. I've put a lot of work into it. I want to at least finish Gen 3. That's my motivation, is to say I've watched an entire generation of Pokemon so far.
I gotta watch Battle Frontier once you get there, so we can finally do the Battle Frontier Variety Hour episode that I've wanted to do since we started that podcast 4 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, that was one of my early ideas. That was like an Arceus We Trust idea that carried over. I was like, I want to do an episode about specifically the Battle Frontier arc of the anime because it's like the coolest arc. So I think once you start getting there, I will also.
Do you want to do it like
watch it?
How do you? Okay, we can talk deets later.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to do it like episodic or just have me go watch all of it.
No, that would be way too much. I meant just like reviewing the arc once you finish it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Because I'm gonna watch it anyway. I want to get to Diamond and Pearl. I can't wait to watch Diamond and Pearl. I love Dawn.
Diamond and Pearl is very good. Dawn is also very good. Except she sounded, I don't know what's up with the voice actress. I guess she didn't do a bad job, but she sounded off in the new movie that Dawn is in. They did a Legends Arceus movie, and Dawn is one of the characters in it. They go to like a ancient Sinnoh festival where they learn about Hisui, and then they fight Team Galactic. And Dawn's voice actress sounds off, and it's really weird. And so did Brock's. And I looked it up, and they were both the same people, and it really threw me off. I was like, they have to have replaced these actors. And they did not. It's still the same actors for Dawn and Brock, but they just sound off in that movie. I don't know what it is.
Let's see. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon. No, I didn't just beat. I didn't. I beat the Psychic Gym Leader in Violet. I've been running through with the Gen 3 team. I hate to say that I Toxic stalled her entire team with Toxic Spikes off of a Cacturne. I had nobody else. I did not have the patience to go and search out a Sableye to help with this gym.
Oh.
But I did bring up a Cacturne. His name is Quenchy.
I love Quenchy already. He's my
Quenchy the Cacturne. It's the only name you give a Cacturne.
Of course.
But the other three that are main staples on the team are Scissors the Bayonet, Dish rag the Zangoose, and microwave the camera up. Those are the only ones that have nicknames so far. The final 6 will all get nicknames, but I'm still figuring that out.
This
I went to
delay
go.
to nickname shit of yours freaks me out so bad because I always have the impulse to just like name something the moment I get it. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna name this guy? And then I end up naming him something stupid because I always just name him right away. Like I think 4 out of the 6 Pokemon on my Soul Silver team end with E, the E sound, and that's weird to me.
Hmm.
I know I have Bitey, the Feraligatr. I have Toki Toki, the Togetic. I don't remember the other names right now, but there's a couple of the E's in there. I have Adam, the Tauros. That does not have an E at the end of it. Some tragedy befell that run this morning, and by tragedy I mean I lost 1 hour of progress, almost none of which actually progressed towards the main plot. So it's not like it's that detrimental, but if I lose like even a second of save data in a video game, it makes it very hard for me to pick it up again. It just makes me upset. I went to the Safari Zone, I fought all the trainers along the way, and all that's gone. It just my laptop froze.
Yeah, that sucks. That's happened to me before. I think back in April, my Gage and I were playing this game on PC called Craftopia, and it was great. We started in like February or March, I think, but we were grinding it out for a good while. I lost my data got corrupted and I lost everything, and I have not touched it since.
Yeah, no, that's more than fair.
It's been almost a year
Apparently
since
people have had a lot of crashes with Scarlet and Violet, but I haven't had a single one.
I've had a few just today.
Huh. Maybe I've
But
just
I've
been
also
lucky then, I
found
don't
like
know.
4 random odd shinies. I have the shiny charm, but I have nothing else active. Um, the fur I have the shiny pig, shiny tarantula. I just got a Farigiraf and a shiny Corviknight from Area 0,
Nice.
and a shiny Ghastly. And that's all from like the past 4 or 5 hours,
Yeah, I
which
gotta
is
do some good Pokedex hunting in the land of Paldea. I have not opened Pokemon Violet in probably a solid month now. I got halfway through the gym leader rematches and I just like got distracted by other shit. And it's about where I ended. I think I was a solid like halfway through the Pokedex, which isn't going to be the case anymore when DLC definitely comes this year. There's literally zero doubt that there's going to be DLC this year.
we don't know. You don't know that. You don't know yet. February is still a month away. It's
I
usually when
mean,
everything gets announced is Pokemon Day. So
sure. So we'll see, but I have a strong feeling.
I don't know. I think we'll get DLC. I think they're gonna ride this out for a bit, but
Maybe it'll actually be worth a damn. Maybe I'll fight not a level 65 Shinx in this DLC.
yeah, that's basically what I've been up to. Are you ready to get into the topic, or do you have anything else? Are you good?
My internet said no
I figured that's what happened.
for a minute there. My internet was like, nah, brother, you cannot have me. I refuse.
Oh, you wanted to you skipped a week of Detour ahead? Oh no, you're gonna skip
No, no,
2 weeks
no, no.
now.
No more Detour Head. It's gone. It's over forever.
It's dead. Maybe your
Gone the
internet
way of
is like
Pencolor
praying
Poor.
for. I was about to say maybe your internet just doesn't like us doing shit.
No.
Anyway, are you ready to move on to our topic?
Sure.
All right, our topic today, we're going to talk about vacations and places we have gone or shit that we have done that is not at home. Anything fun?
I went to the store today. That wasn't at home.
You know, you know what I mean.
I bought a 2-liter cream soda, bought a 2-liter grape soda. Great vacation. I also
Anyway.
got some Airheads. They were pretty good.
Anyway, our topic is vacations, mainly just because we can never come up with anything good, and as everybody knows, I went on vacation,
How
which
about
was
you went on
fun.
vacation? He went on vacation. All I've ever wanted. That's the song. I don't remember any of the words, but that's the song.
But yeah, so my family and I went down to Key West, and it was great. That was
And
my vacation.
Colo came to
I'm
Florida
kidding.
and did not deal bodily harm to me while he was here. It was
I did
surprising.
not. Were you afraid that I was going to show up? Like just even a little bit?
You know, you could have been lurking around any corner at any time. It was a
No,
little
but
bit.
like, did you actually think I was gonna do anything? Like, even like a 1% chance that I was gonna actually like search you out?
I mean, if you showed up at I assume you wouldn't actually beat me up if you showed up at my house, but
No.
it would have been funny if you showed up. But you were too far away.
Funny thing about that. Okay, so I'll start off with my time
So
down
it's
in
like, yeah, I
Key
stopped
West.
at. Your next door neighbors are really nice. Sorry, I missed you. Oh God, I just said the name of my city. Fuck. God damn it.
I mean, now you have to edit, but
Now,
it's
yeah,
fine.
now I actually have to do an edit.
Just add a note into Craig or something.
Yeah, I got you. I got it. God damn it. Now I have to actually do something.
That sucks.
God.
Oh man. Anyway, so I was down in Key West, which is all the way south of Miami. Like it's like 4 hours away from Miami or something, all the way south down in the Keys. It was fun. My family stayed at this little like condo. We stayed in Airbnb condo. It had a pool and a hot tub, and it was a nice place. Um we kind of just hung out. It wasn't really like a typical family vacation where you go and sightsee and you do all this stuff. It was more so just hang out, go to dinner, and just enjoy time away from literally everything around us. So like, there's not
Mm-hmm.
much to talk about. Although we did go to this one restaurant. I think it's called Fogarty's or Flying Monkeys Bar. I think it's like it had two names, but it was one of those.
Okay.
And oh my god, they had the best frozen margaritas. It was great. Like that's the one place that I remember. Other than that, I got a cool hoodie. I got some people some stuff that I promised them I would. I got Val a dolphin keychain thing, and my other friend a keychain that says Angela. Her name is not Angela, so it is funny.
Pretty good.
She told me to surprise her, so I got her a keychain with
That
the
says
name Angela on
Angela.
it, and it's not her name.
Excellent. Excellent.
So,
So
but overall,
souvenirs from like stuff are always fun. I was like heartbroken. I hate my mother just like throws shit away all the time, and it really pisses me off. And like there was a stuffed whale that she bought me at SeaWorld when I was like 5. And it had sentimental value, and it was like front and center in my closet. Like I looked at it every day. And then one day I just found it in the trash, and it was like unsalvageable because it was in a pile of wet trash, and I was heartbroken.
oh man, no, that's a shame.
It was truly tragic. Although now I was a bit younger at the time. I think I was like 16, so I was even more completely stupid than I am now. You could put those things in the washing machine, I think. Plush toys. Like I probably could have washed it.
Yeah,
But you know, the person who bought it for me put it in a pile of wet trash, so I guess not that important.
man, I need to get rid of plushies. I'm not going to. I should, as an adult, should not own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Almost 40 plushies of
Jesus
just Pokemon.
Christ, Colo too.
That's just Pokemon. Yeah, I have over 40 of them so far. And counting, because I was on Pokemon Center this morning, when I was half asleep. I only spent $30 actually, which is not bad. Pokemon Center will rip away $60 in like 10 minutes, and it's a lot. No, I bought a new like booster box for the cards because they have the promos of the Paldea starters, and as everybody knows, or if you don't, I'm trying to do the Pokedex. So I'm like, well, that's an easy way to get a start on Gen 9 there.
Oh yeah,
So
your living dex now has a whole nother region to
I
obtain.
was so desperately trying to finish Gen 8 before Gen 9 came out. I wanted to finish one full generation before the new one came out. I got so close. I need Arctozolt, Eternatus, and Calyrex in Gen 8, and I would have been done.
Dude, Arctozolt is... I can't look at Arctozolt without thinking about how it's the most suffering Pokemon
Oh
that
yeah,
has ever existed in history.
Eternally sick. It is eternally sick.
I want to see like a little Pokemon gag cartoon where they try to like save him. They try to like melt the ice, but it never melts because that's not how any of this works.
And then I also bought a Skitty plushie. The sitting cutie, because I'm becoming really attached to Skitty because May has a Skitty and she used it in the Grand Festival, and now I'm like, I like Skitty too now. I want a plushie.
Yeah, Skitty, like that guy. Good guy.
And it would also look adorable next to my Raichu, Shellos, Cherim, Torchic, and Mudkip. And I check like every other day or anytime I'm at my PC, I check for the sitting cutie of Wooper. But they have not had Wooper in stock for like almost over a year now, and I'm very upset about it. So everybody likes Wooper. But yeah, the reason I chose vacation is because I wanted to tell this one. We didn't have to talk about vacations, but I did want to tell you the absolute absurdity that happened while on vacation. Like I said, everything went fine. Everything was great. It was fun. I was drunk like 75% of the time.
Let's go.
I drank more alcohol than I did water, and I definitely paid the price the last
that's
day.
That's not good.
But the plan was for me to come back on the 22nd. So the 17th through the 22nd, stay down, have like 4 days down there, then fly back on the 22nd at night. We leave the condo because we're supposed to leave by like 10:30, like checkout time. So we leave the condo, we leave Key West, we load up the rental car and start heading north.
What airport were you at? Tampa International or?
We were heading toward Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, I didn't know they had an airport.
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale does, Key West does, Fort Myers does, Miami, Tampa, Orlando.
I only know about 2 airports. I know there's Tampa International, and I know there's the one in Orlando. Tampa International is like the only big airport I know about. I don't think the Orlando one is as big.
Anyway, we flew into Fort Lauderdale, so that's where we were headed on the 22nd. That Saturday, Thursday.
Yeah,
Thursday. So we're driving up. We stopped for lunch around 12 o'clock, so we've been on the road for about 2 hours. We're about halfway there. And my mom gets an email from Spirit Airlines saying that the flight was canceled.
Oof.
So now she gets that when we're leaving lunch. So we have to get on the road. We can't just sit there. So we hop on the road and we start heading toward Fort Lauderdale to try and hope that we can get a get another flight. Turns out all the flights to Ohio were canceled for that day. The next flight that was without charge, so like they wouldn't charge us extra money to go on this flight, the next flight, would be 8 a.m. on Christmas Day.
Ay.
So we eventually start talking to them and trying to figure stuff out, and we secure seats.
Wait, were there flights before that, but they just would charge you to get on those?
Yes.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, because it's I don't know. I don't know airlines. I don't know. But anyway, so we figure we're not leaving that day. We're not leaving on the 23rd either. So we lock down a flight for 8:30 p.m. Like flight leaves at 8:30 p.m. on Christmas Eve. So with that being said, we are now stuck down in Florida for an additional 2 days. We have family members, two family members, like 2 aunts and 2 uncles, you know what I mean, 2 families.
Uh-huh.
That live over in Fort Myers. So we start heading over to Fort Myers, and we're staying at one of their places because they're up in Ohio at the time. So it was perfect. They let us stay there for 2 days. It was great. We got to spend time with the other group that wasn't there. And it was really nice. We got to see a whole bunch of people and that we didn't think we were going to see for the holidays. We actually we were the only family members that got to see the entire extended family this year because we were in 2 states.
Nice.
And it was nice. It was great. Those extra 2 days were definitely much needed. Everybody had fun. I learned how to play pickleball, which was great. I'm not good.
What the fuck is a pickleball, Colo?
Like tennis, but like different.
All right.
Yeah.
It's like tennis, but not that, actually.
It's like tennis, but you have a wiffle ball and paddles.
Okay.
And the net is like knee high.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just hit the ball around with paddles. But anyway, I learned how to do that. It was fun. The whole family down there got into it, and everybody was having fun. So, all in all, good vacation. We come to the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. We're just kind of hanging out with family, watching the Browns game and the Bengals game.
And then you get an email from Spirit Airlines.
No.
Okay.
We leave their place. We leave the family place around, I want to say 2:30, 3 o'clock, and start heading to the airport because it's 2 hours from Fort Myers to Fort Lauderdale. So we just Mom and Dad want to be there in time for our plane because boarding starts at 7:45. So we want to get there by like 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30, somewhere around there. Just be early.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is perfectly fine. We get there, security goes well, and we're sitting at the gate. And we're sitting. Next thing we know, it is 8 o'clock. Nobody has called us to board. Nobody has said anything. All they keep telling people without making an announcement is it's a security issue. It's this, it's that. Nobody knows exactly what's going on. We do not board the plane until 9:30 p.m.
Wait, the PM in the PMs?
PM.
Oh my god!
So we boarded an hour after we were supposed to be leaving, basically.
I'm sorry, I thought you were there in the morning. My brain.
No.
I was like, holy shit!
The plane was supposed to leave
13 hours.
No. The plane was supposed to leave at 8:30 p.m., not a.m. p.m.
Gotcha.
Okay. That evening. So
I'm not used to evening planes. Every plane I've boarded in my fucking life has been fucking 6 a.m. bullshit. Had to get up at 3 a.m. to get through baggage claim.
That's how it was on the 17th when we left. We were up at 3 a.m. Anyway, so they board the plane. They board the plane. They put everybody on the plane at 9:30, and we're sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. At 10:30 p.m., they tell us that the pilots are on another flight and are not at the concourse until almost 11 o'clock.
Oh no!
So they then tell us that they boarded us too early and said the temperature in the cabin is 84 degrees. If it reaches 86, everybody's got to get off.
Oof.
Luckily, we did not have to get off.
Okay.
The pilots showed up at around, I want to say 10:50, between 10:45 and 11:15-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So they have the AC on. The pilots have just gotten there to the plane. We don't depart until 12:30.
Oh my god. The fuck was this plane's problem, dude?
I don't know.
Jesus.
Nobody said shit. Nobody told us anything. All they said was, "Thanks for flying Spirit."
Oh yeah. I've heard Spirit Airlines kind of sucks ass for most people, so
It's cheap.
cracks.
It's cheap. That's why.
It's the cheap one. Yep.
But so the plane finally starts going on the runway. We start speeding up, and it's 12:30. So everybody is extremely fucking tired. We're all annoyed as shit. We get, it's like a 2.5 hour flight, so we don't get to baggage claim until 3 o'clock in the morning. We don't get there. We don't get our bags until like 3:20. We don't get home until almost 4 a.m. on Christmas Day.
Oof.
So that was my vacation. My vacation got extended 2 days, which was great.
That's
but
cool.
The very end of it was absolute hell. It was so bad.
I mean, once you're on the plane, it's like, all right, time to take a nap until I'm either told to get off the plane because it's too hot or I'm in Ohio.
Exactly. So, but it was an interesting vacation. I definitely had a lot of fun. I got some sun. It's gone now because I'm back in back in Iceberg Land.
Snowtown.
Yeah, I'm back in Snowtown, Iceberg Land. but it was fun. So figured I'd tell my little story of how my vacation went, since I brought it up like 40 times on this podcast before we went and time traveled.
Yeah,
and
we had to conclude.
Came back.
We had to conclude the Colo vacation arc.
The Colo vacation arc, also known as the Christmas arc.
Yeah, the Christmas arc of Detour Ahead.
But yeah, it was great. I would love to go there. That's why.
Well, you just went there, Colo.
Huh?
You said you would love to go there, as if you haven't been there. You just went there.
No, I'd love to go back.
Okay.
But yeah, that's why it was funny, because we were in Fort Myers, and I was literally thinking, I'm like, wow, I lied to Riely when I said how far away I was gonna be.
I mean,
I know Fort Myers is not close, but it's significantly closer than fucking Key West.
Yeah. Okay, we could say that much. I was about to say, let's not start pinpointing my location.
I'm not gonna pinpoint your location. I'm not gonna you already did that.
I did already do that, and I had to bleep it out earlier in the podcast.
Exactly. I'm not gonna tell them where you live, because obviously it's not Fort Myers.
Well, you see, from this exact address in Fort Myers, if you travel this exact distance, that's where Riely is.
Anyway,
that's Riley's house.
Anyway, Fort Myers is significantly closer than Key West, so I did lie about that. I was not planning on being that close.
I don't think I would have gotten there anyway, but...
Well, yeah, it was exactly around... It was literally there. We were there for the 22nd. We traveled there at the 22nd, didn't get there until like probably 4 or 5 o'clock, and then we were gone on the 24th. So there wasn't a lot of time, especially around Christmas time. But
no. We gotta do a gathering of the Avengers at some point. Get like me, you, and Penguin and Gingy at the same place at the same time.
Avengers assemble.
That's right. The shittiest Avengers possible.
No, it wouldn't be the shitty Avengers. It just
I
the
think
Avengers. It's the B Avengers.
yeah, we're the B team. We're the B squad.
Anyway, so that's the end of the Kolochu vacation arc.
We did it, folks. He's back. There's no escape for him now, except for that week that he did escape.
What do you mean? That week doesn't exist in Detour Ahead.
Yeah, no, it's not real. It's not part of the lore. What is part of the lore? Because we had the L salesman hand us our L at the beginning of this episode for missing the last week.
I am letting the intrusive thoughts win. I need to stop.
Oh no.
I need to stop.
I'm here like I'm waiting for you to like give me a cue to talk, and I'm like, what's he doing over there?
I am burning plastic in a candle.
No.
I'm burning a plastic bottle over a lit flame. I need to stop.
The intrusive thoughts are winning, and this needs to stop.
My mind just came back to reality. It was like, hey, yo, that's not good. Stop. And I was like, oh, the fuck am I doing?
Well, and she's like, I'm just gonna cause a house fire, actually, is what I'm gonna do with my evening.
It's fine. There's no fire. I put it out. Good.
Colo put it out. It's cool.
Anyway, I've said anyway, that's the end of the Kolochu vacation arc, and that was kind of your cue to talk, and then the intrusive thoughts got me.
You said I was waiting for a Riely. What about you and your vacations? Is what I was waiting for.
Riely, what about you and your vacations? Is that what you're waiting for?
Yes, thank you, Kolochu.
You're welcome, Riely, from the podcast Detour Ahead. I know that never fails to get a laugh out of you.
I don't know what real vacation stories I have, because I used to go to Maine every summer, and I guess I had like a yearly family vacation, but it kind of just became it kind of was just I lived somewhere else for a couple months, and that happened every summer. Like we stayed at a campground, but it was a campground where you have like trailers, which are basically just houses. So like I had video games and shit and air conditioning and all that. So it's just like I just lived in a different house during the summer, and that house was in Maine. And we saw some family. I have a bunch of family up there. In fact, I have like no family down here really, besides like my mother and my grandmother. Like the main family is down here because we moved down here, but like all of my extended family is in the Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts cluster of states that are right next to each other. So like I'd go up there, I'd see family, uncles, aunts, my cousin who was my partner in crime back in those days. Now he has, oh Lord, come on now, Craig.
What's up?
Craig did a thing. It's probably fine.
What do you do?
Giark says reconnected, which is the most annoying thing in the world because it doesn't tell you when it disconnected. It just says reconnected.
I think it's okay. It doesn't say it for Craig, so
yeah, Craig is fine, but shit. So yeah, like I would see my cousin, I would see my family.
So that's kind of like a vacation. Like it's extended, but you're still going somewhere different for a portion of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also talk about
we had Christmas in July was one of the events. They did like holidays in blank in blank summer month, but I never got to be there for Halloween in August because school starts in August in Florida. So we always had to come back home like just before the Halloween in August event, which sucked because I didn't get my free candy in the summertime. But I did do Christmas in July, where you get some like dumb toy from Santa Claus and you get to ride the hayride with Santa Claus.
Shit, that's okay. I'm getting really distracted. My ADHD is taking the best of me today.
It's taking. We've lost him. The ADHD is taking effect.
I gotta stop. I'm trying to do something with my hands because I'm like. Anyway, I'm currently ripping cardboard, so if that shows up, that's why I was like, shit.
I can hear that, bro. You might want to calm down. Get this man a fucking. I almost said aspirin. That's not the name of the drug. And then Adderall.
Hear me now, can't you? Or am I
I
cutting
can
it?
hear you.
Cool. I can rip. I turned noise suppression on.
Wait, no, actually, you sound terrible now that you've done this.
Is this better?
Yes.
I'll stop ripping board then. I need the big box to fit in the smaller box. I need the smaller box to fit in the big box, but I had to rip it up.
I see.
I'm trying to be tidy with my room because I cleaned it like a couple weeks ago or last week.
My room is a hole full of trash and spare.
See, that's how mine was. I took 3 full garbage bags of trash out of my room, and that sounds bad, but it's literally just like plates that used to have dinner but didn't have dinner anymore, or just wrappers from candy, or empty water bottles, plastic water bottles. Like, it's nothing disgusting or anything like that. It's just
I'm
wrappers
just
and
like
stuff.
there's
And
like
like I
bottles
just
and
let
shit
it.
on my floor and wrappers and like clothes.
Clothes was a big issue. I now have all clothes in a laundry basket, minus like 3 socks. But
Me and mother have had this war for like my entire life, where like not my entire life, but there was some point in my teenage years where my mother was like, I'm not going to put a laundry basket in your room. It gets too smelly. Just put your clothes in the laundry room. And I'm like, if you're not going to give me a laundry basket, I'm just going to throw the clothes on the floor. I'm not bringing every dirty clothes I have to the laundry room. It's not occurring. So just like since then, I don't know if I think she still does it still doesn't give me a laundry basket out of spite, I think. Because that's just been the situation for years, is I just throw my clothes on the floor until it's laundry day.
But I mean, the other thing I was gonna say, you could also talk about your little trip to Disney World with Gingy.
That is true. I did go to Disney World with Gingy like fucking 3 years ago now. And
Jesus, that was
yeah,
2018. Was that 2020?
no, it was 20. It was March 2020. So in like 2 months, it'll be 3 years.
Okay,
It was like 2 weeks before everything closed for COVID.
that's crazy.
Yeah, me and Gingy could have been patient zero COVIDs at that Disney World. No, not patient zero. People were already wearing masks. It was already out there, but we were not taking it seriously yet.
Yeah.
I remember making fun of people with masks on their face with Gingy.
But yeah, you could talk about that. Anything. I mean, my vacations are pretty good. I did go on a vacation with a lot of with
I think my
the
anxiety is
roommates
like
and other friends to where'd we go? Virginia Beach this past summer, which was great. I'd love to do something like that again.
nice.
But we actually ran into a anime convention purely by happenstance. We did not plan anything around it.
An anime convention.
Yes, 100%. You might think I'm lying. We randomly decided one day, hey, let's go see what this art district is all about and let's see what's going on around there. Because we were bored. We had nothing to do that day. So we hop in the car and we drive over there and we see a Tanjiro and Nezuko walking on the street. So I think it was either Val or her sister or somebody. I forget who. I think it was Val. Rolled down the window and yelled, Nezuko. And she came, surprisingly, I would not have done this, but this person dressed as Nezuko came over to our car and started talking to us. And
That's pretty sick.
She said, yeah, there's an anime convention over there. And we're like, sick. So we found parking and went to the convention instead of doing whatever we were planning on doing.
There you go.
I think it was called Tidewater Con, which was great. It was cool. We can't go this year, but because we have some conflicting plans, but it was still super fun to go. In terms of like mini vacations, I have another convention coming up at the end of the month, so that might be another skipped episode.
I wonder whatever happened to the streaming career of Val and her family. Because I remember like her and her sister were both like super active on Twitch like a year ago. And I remember like me and Gingy hanging out in Val's sister's live stream voice chat. And I haven't heard anything from them in a while.
They're busy with life and shit.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, they both work like 2 or 3 jobs each, so they don't have time. I only work one job and it's 4 days a week. So like that's why I'm able to consistently upload videos and 99% of the time do a podcast.
True, except for that one time.
But yeah, I have some stuff coming up, but it's cool. It's fun. I love vacations. Vacations are great, especially when my job allows me to take as much time off as I want.
Yeah, vacations are pretty good. I got stories. I think my anxiety is just that like I've probably told them all on podcasts before. But like who cares? This is the vacation episode of Detour Ahead. So
I mean, this is also a new podcast where some of these listeners don't know who the hell you are or what you've done.
Some of these 4 listeners might not know me.
But, maybe they came here for Colo Chew. Maybe they found Detour Ahead based off my YouTube channel, and they don't know who Riely is. They don't know about Pixels, Polygons, and Fun, or The Issue Crew.
Yeah, they don't know.
Or Pokemon Variety Hour. They don't know about the golden casts.
But yeah, I went to Disney World with our mutual friend and my old co-host Gingy on Pixels, Polygons, and Fun. The show you should go listen to. It sucks now. I'm kidding. It's probably fun. Actually, no, it is very good. I actually listened to it recently and was like impressed by how good it was, except for the fact that the audio was absolutely unsalvageably garbage because of the way they record it. I DM'd Gingy and I was like, listen, man, you got a great show on your hands. This could like legitimately go some level of mainstream. Just do the audio better, please. And I don't know if he's heeded my advice or not. I don't think he has, because I don't think Craig and Geark are in the server, and that was the advice I gave him because he records with OBS and the audio leveling is shit. So I said, hey, Craig and Geark are better now. Use them again. And I do not think he has heeded my advice. But yeah, I went to Disney World with him like 3 years ago. It was fun. He bought my ticket, which I still feel bad about in retrospect. Uh, he bought the tickets to the wrong park, which was unfortunate. He wanted to do like some Star Wars gay whatever thing, and then he bought tickets to Magic Kingdom, which I was unaware of how I was unaware of how Disney World worked, that you had to buy separate tickets to separate parks as well.
I didn't wait, you do? It's not just like an all-inclusive, you can just go wherever the fuck you want?
No, there's like multiple parks. There's like Magic Kingdom and like Star Wars Worlds, and there's a couple others, and you do have to have individual tickets.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Gigi bought tickets to Magic Kingdom and wasted $300 and didn't even get to do his Star Wars whatever thing. So unfortunate for Gingy. It was pretty fun. I think it amusement parks in general just suffer from like lines. We didn't get to do much because you were in lines and shit, but it was pretty fun. We did the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. That was fun. We did Thunder Mountain, which I had a little pussy breakdown over because I'm scared of roller coasters.
Me too!
Let's go!
I fucking hate roller coasters. I will never go on one ever again. I don't care. It's literally like one of the first things I tell people when I meet them. I hate roller coasters. I will not go on them. Water slides, 100%. I will try every single one of them. Roller coasters, no. I hate land.
I hate land.
If I was an evil Pokemon team, I'd be Team Aqua.
Oh no, too much water. But the roller coaster fear is something I want to get over. But at the same time, I feel like I could have a heart attack on a roller coaster. and that's a pervasive fear that I have as a fat man. Is that I'll just fucking my heart will explode on a fucking roller coaster.
See, I've fully accepted that I will never step foot on a roller coaster again, and my life is perfectly fine with that, and my brain is perfectly fine with that. I'm good. Roller
My mom,
coasters can all go come crumbling down. I don't care. I don't like them.
my mom tried to guilt trip me into riding like a big roller coaster, and
Oh, my parents did too.
it did not happen. But I still feel mad about that. I feel like that wasn't cool. But yeah, Disney World was cool. I think that trip was like better just like in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Like I just liked hanging with Gingy. Like
Your
the
tub
Disney
recordings.
I did have to record in the bathtub because me and Gingy,
The tub recordings.
me and Gingy
That
had to be in
sounds like a
separate
murder.
rooms.
That sounds like a murder mystery. The tub recordings.
The tub recordings, yeah. I think I recorded like one podcast in the bathtub. I recorded another podcast like sitting in Gingy's car while he sat in the hotel room. And yeah, it was fun times trying to figure the whole podcast thing out while we were in a hotel. Because I don't even think Gingy had a mic back then. I think he had a headset. So, like, if Gingy had the mic he had now, we could have just like sat in front of it together.
Yeah.
But I don't think he had a mic that was good for that yet. So I had to use my usual cell phone setup and just go into the bathtub so that I'm separate from Gingy. Um, that was fun. That was a good time. I went up to like a nice hotel in Tampa like 2 years ago. It was like right as the first time COVID restrictions were starting to lift in Florida, which was not that long after COVID started, probably like summer of 2020. We went up to like a nicer hotel in the Tampa area, and it was good. We were there with my mom and my grandparents and my aunts and my cousin, and there were I believe my mother stayed with her sister and the cousin, and I stayed with my. Well, I know what I did. I stayed in my grandparents' hotel room, and that was good. They had a nice pool that was open at night, so I got to do night swimming, which is my favorite thing to do in the world, and it was good. And we went to some restaurant that had really good Caribbean jerk wings.
Ooh.
They were really fucking good, and I didn't even order them. My aunt ordered them and shared one with me, and I was like, "Holy shit, I want this instead of whatever the fuck I'm getting." But I think what I had was good too. It was just those Caribbean jerk wings were fucking phenomenal.
We had I think we DoorDashed or went and like picked up from this one restaurant. I have no idea what the restaurant was called. I don't remember half of them except the one that had really good frozen margarita. Excuse me. Really good frozen margaritas, but they were really good. I'm not usually a big fan of Caribbean jerk, but these ones were really good, especially pick up and brought back to the condo. They were really good.
Oh yeah.
My main staple is this one locally run tavern. It's not a franchise or anything, it's just local. I think it's like 20 minutes away from where I live. They have the absolute best hot wings I have ever had. Oh, it's so good.
I like a good hot wings. I don't know if there's a lot of crazy good hot wings around me. Like there's the pizzerias are fine. I can get plenty of fine hot wings. Like I like Hooters hot wings. I can get those door dashed if I want hot wings, but like I don't know if there's any really good places around. I'm really surprised that Hooters still exists in the year 2023. Like I'm glad, but it really shocked me.
I mean, Hooters has been in under heat for like a few instances.
I'd have to imagine. I think they got
Oh,
like
no,
they got
this is
like they got like
2023 heat.
sluttier uniforms, didn't they? Wasn't that
Not
a
not that.
controversy?
No. Specifically, I forget one, but I saw a story a of a trans girl who went there fully transitioned and everything when they found out that she was born male and she transitioned, they fired her, and it's like a whole big. It was like a big lawsuit.
Yeah, that's
so Hooters doesn't like trans girls, and that's like a big thing in 20. That was a big thing. Like I think it was last year or something that it happened.
Yeah,
But
that's
like,
not cool.
no, it's not. But like, they literally say that they will not hire you, and I'm like, I'm literally thinking to myself, I'm like, that's discrimination. You can't
Yeah, I
do
don't think
that.
you're
But
allowed to do that. No.
yeah, so Hooters has been in heat for that, but I guess it wasn't like a super big story. But I don't think that the girl works. Well, obviously she doesn't work there anymore, but I don't know how it got, like, if it got resolved or she just quit and just fucked off. But
I actually went like to a Hooters for the first time in a while. When me and my friend Patrick had a beach day. We had a nice beach day. It was a good time. We had a great time. I ended up with a awful sunburn, but I think it was worth it. It was a good day. We had a good time at the beach together, and they had a Hooters on the beach or near the beach, and we went there for lunch, and it was pretty good. And there were women in very slutty uniforms, which I'm really surprised this restaurant is allowed to exist still. But I mean, I'm cool with it. The food is good. We had
I honestly don't think I've ever been to a legitimate Hooters before.
I remember going to Hooters at like 3, which is really funny to think back on that was a thing that I was allowed to do. They got good hot wings. And maybe some hot other things. I don't know, but mostly some good hot wings is really all I'm concerned about.
You care more about the food.
I do.
Of course, only
Like
you would care more about the food.
whatever these girls are hot, whatever. I don't care. Maybe some hot wings. That's what I want. That's what I'm here for.
Like, hey, sir, how are you doing? Where's my food?
I don't care about you, fucking wench. Go get my hot wings.
On this episode of Detour Ahead, Riley gets canceled.
Because I called the Hooters girl a wench.
I want to bring back 1800s insults like wench, knave, peasant.
You fucking peasant. You fool.
You fool. That's got to be my favorite one next to wench. Because, like, it back then, it was like, you absolute piece of shit. You don't know anything. You are absolutely stupid. But now it's just like, oh, you're a silly little guy.
Just a silly little dude. It's a wacky little character.
God, I love how much language changes. It's so crazy. Like, fool was an absolute insult. Like you were the lowest of the low in intelligence, and now you're just a funny little guy.
Yep. Now it's just a little guy. Trying to remember
Literally.
some highlights from the main summer trips. So I wasn't cognizant for this, but there is the most adorable picture ever taken of me, Riley, a human child. Is from
Are
when
you
we went.
not a human child anymore?
I'm a human man now.
Are you
But
sure?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You sound very, very unsure about yourself. Are you not Riley?
I'm an adult
Is this
male.
not the Riley that I recorded Detour Ahead with last month?
Yeah, no, I'm actually a skin crawler. That's the secret.
The Wendigos. We don't say
Yeah,
that.
I'm
You
a
got the
Wendigo.
first word wrong, but you don't say those at night. Those summon them. Those and shadow people are the two supernatural entities that I do not fuck with.
Well, shadow people get summoned when you do hard drugs. Is when they're shadow people.
No, 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 no. It's like the more you look, there's like a full like documentary movie, like based on a true story type deal. I think it's legitimately called Shadow People, but I didn't sleep. For the first time since my childhood, a movie legitimately scared the shit out of me to the point where I could not sleep.
Okay. Interesting. The only context in which I've heard of shadow people is when you do like hardcore hallucinogenic drugs. You run into shadow people during your hallucinating adventures.
Yeah, that could be one way. But basically, the premise of the movie was someone who had encountered shadow people, whether he was high on drugs or not, is not. I don't think it. I don't. It's been a minute. I don't want to go rewatch it. Basically, the
Fair.
guy calls into a radio talk show at night, like an overnight talk show, where they just have people call in and just talk about shit. This guy calls in frantic and starts talking about shadow people and all this stuff, and they write it off. Um, they write it off, and
You get a phone call from a shadow person.
no, I'm getting a phone call from Dayton, Ohio. I'm not going to answer it
See,
because I don't know who it is. Um, but basically, guy calls in and then attempts suicide on air, which for some reason makes it seem interesting, and that's like the highest the ratings have been because the radio show was about to go under and like not be doing anything anymore. So the talk show host guy starts investigating it. The more he talks about it, the more people start believing in it, and eventually I think like 6 people die who are like mid 20, like teens, like probably 15 to 30 age range, all perfectly healthy at the autopsy, all died in their sleep. They can't figure out what, and it's like there was an actual thing that happened, and it every single one of them were complaining about shadow people before they died, and it's crazy.
watch out for STDs, kids. Sudden teenage death syndrome.
Oh, like it's crazy, and like if you want to watch it and you think you got the balls to watch it and you're not easily scared, then go ahead. It's great. I wish I had a name for you. Just look up Shadow People movie.
I get so easily
But
like nervous and like I'll have bad dreams, but like to some extent I understand it's a movie, and usually I could even like outside looking in like be like that's a goofy movie that I just consumed. But like horror movies are still good at getting me like anxious. Like I watched a movie called Don't Hang Up, which thinking back on it is like this dumb, like stupid thriller horror movie. But when I watched it fucking freaked me out, and my mother jump scared me after the movie. The worst is when you have nightmares about Freddy Krueger, because like, what if it's real? What's the premise of the movie? What
see,
if
that's
what if
that's the
it's
crazy
real?
thing. That's the crazy thing. I don't believe in that stuff. I don't believe in any of that. Any scary movie out there won't has not affected me at all. The minute I watch fucking Shadow People movie, I legitimately was like my eyes were darting around the room at any sort of shadow, like, don't you fucking move. I didn't get any sleep. I couldn't.
No, I got you, and I'm not saying I believe in that stuff, but it's like very specifically Colo, Freddy Krueger. You gotta think. You gotta think. If you run into him in a nightmare, you're like, oh shit. Like, what if
I don't think I've
you
ever
you
had that
gotta
happen
think
though.
about
That's
it.
the thing.
You look at him and you're like, oh, is it time? Is this my death? Because the premise of the film is that he kills you in your
Yeah.
dreams for real. Like he doesn't even scare me that much, but like it's like it's a scary movie, so sometimes my brain will be thinking about it when I go to sleep, and then it'll be
Oh, the
like, oh,
worst
it's
is I
real.
watched Shadow People and then went straight to bed to me.
Oof,
Yeah,
yeah.
it probably would not have affected me if I watched it like in the morning or afternoon, or I watched something afterwards. No, I watched the People movie at like 11:30 at night, turned it off, and immediately decided, yeah, bedtime, and then tried to go to bed.
Good move, smart move.
Oh, extremely big brain move. Big brain. My
Massive
brain
cranium.
has so many wrinkles that the shadow people can't get me. But that and then
The sheer power
Wendigos.
of the brain wrinkles will deflect them.
And then Wendigos. I see so much shit on the internet of like obviously it's either photoshopped or like they can edit movies. They can edit like clips and stuff and upload it. It's fine. But it's believable. Like they can disguise themselves as anybody. You hear there's so many stories out there that are crazy and it's like those are the two where I'm just like yeah, those could be real. I don't want them to be real. I don't want to believe.
Well,
But I
Colo,
would not
I've got some bad
be
news.
what?
I've been a Wendigo the whole time.
See, you wouldn't do that. Though. Wendigos don't do podcasts.
Maybe that's just what the Wendigos want you to think, Colo.
No, because a Wendigo wouldn't have gotten you and turned into you because you haven't been in the woods. That's where they live.
I've been in the woods.
When?
A couple years ago. I said I've been a Wendigo the whole time. The whole time you've known me. I got picked up when I'm on a nature walk at age 15. I'm a creature. And not a silly little creature. I'm a big
You
scary
fool.
creature. I'm not a fool. I'm a big scary Wendigo.
But yeah, those are the two that I totally believe in. We were talking about vacation. Remember?
Yeah. I mean the premise of this podcast is that we don't talk about what we're talking about half the time. Fine.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get us back on track. I'm pretty sure we exhausted vacations.
Yeah, I think that topic might have breathed its last breath.
But no, I was like vacations. Mainly because I have a convention coming up in a couple of weeks, so I'm gonna have to miss a week.
Oh no, again?
I'm a very busy person. All right, Colo Chu has a lot of stuff going on. I'll be here next Saturday, but the 21st, I will not be here to record.
Well, the L salesman will be coming to our door once again to present us with another L for missing another week. I'm gonna have to get like a door knocking sound effect for that intro too.
Why? You think it's gonna happen more?
No, we'll be fine.
Look, it's gonna happen again. I'm telling you right now, this is not the year of every single week.
Already fucked up 2023. 2024 is gonna be my year though.
Dude, I can't wait. 2025 is gonna be my year.
Bro, 2030?
Ew, no.
It's gonna be sick.
No. Oh, no. I'm already
2030
no,
when
I'm
I'm
already like
28 years
halfway
old.
there. I'm already like halfway there. I don't want to talk. Oh, no. I don't want to talk about 30. You forget 30 is a very, very scary number. I'm turning 25 in a couple months. So, like,
Wow.
30 is creeping up on me. I'm not happy about it. I don't want to see that.
It'll be 2028. And you'll be a 30-year-old man.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that. That's scary. I don't want to be 30. 30 comes with a lot of responsibilities of like people look at you and they're like, you're an adult now. And I'm like, well, I've been an adult. They're like, no, you haven't. You're on your own now. Nobody's going to help you ever again.
I turned 21 this year, which is a pretty big milestone.
It's the last big milestone.
Well, 25 is when you can rent a car. That's when you unlock the last aspect of life. That's when you get the final unlockable of being alive is age 25.
And then you get nerfed at 26 where you're no longer on your parents' insurance.
Yeah, you lose the power up.
But no, I have a convention coming up in 2 weeks. I have another convention. I have 2 conventions in this summer, plus a possible vacation. Possible vacation at the very end of the year with family, maybe for like Christmas or something.
Future looks bright for weekly Detour ahead, folks.
I have another convention coming up on February 11th. I don't know what I'm doing on March 4th, but my birthday is that Sunday, so I'm probably not going to do any. I don't know yet. Yeah, but
Bitch, you
like,
don't get
there's
to take the
300.
podcast off because it's the day before your birthday. Fuck you. You better show up for that one.
I'm sorry. I have friends who are gonna drag me out of this house tooth and nail to take me to a bar, like they did yesterday. So, but it was fun. I don't not like going. I love going. It's a lot of fun. But if I bail last minute, they know where I live, so they literally will 100% show up at my door and drag me out of the house and force me to go if I bail last minute,
Damn.
which is good. I need social interaction and
Overrated.
large settings and
Overrated,
large
I
social
think.
settings. But yeah, got a lot of stuff to plan for this year, but it's good. It's a good year. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Yeah.
We
Happy
did do a
all the
Christmas
holidays. We
but we didn't
did
say
do
anything about New
one.
Year. This is the first episode of this is the first episode of season 2 of Detour Ahead 23.
No.
Welcome to the newest season where we talk about anything and everything Pokemon. It's a
Whoa,
Pokemon
wow.
variety hour.
It's some sort of a Pokemon variety hour of sorts.
I still think you should 100% just record Detour Ahead for April Fools and just switch the podcasts up on purpose. Or just
Yeah.
switch the formats up somehow. But
The Pokemon Variety Hour is already starting with an L here in 2023.
did you miss last night?
We did miss last night, and we also missed last week, which was the beginning of the year too, I think, or it would have came out in 2023, and we didn't do it because I was sick the week before, and then this week Penguin had to work, but I guess she could have recorded at work. I guess is what she said, but I didn't. We didn't know that until I had gone to bed because I went to bed at 7:30 last night.
Oh, Jesus.
I just I got stoned and I went to bed. And then I woke up at 5:30 in the morning today. I did a nap though, so I'm okay.
You did a
Yeah,
nap? That's good. That's good.
yeah. Pokemon Variety Hour starting with a little bit of an L this year.
Detour Ahead almost started with a bigger L. I was literally playing Pokemon all day, had no concept of time whatsoever. I decided I found a shiny Corviknight, caught it, and then I was like, you know what? I have to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, I go grab my phone, and I see that you messaged me. Let me remind you, I messaged you back at 8:40. I almost missed it by 20 minutes.
Yeah, you were cutting it close.
Had I not had to go to the bathroom, and had I not come upstairs to grab my phone, I would have 100% not come on tonight.
It was
My
in the
sense of
cards.
time has been completely thrown off. But
Well, Colo, you gotta get back on track. You're not on vacation anymore. You're back in the real world.
yeah, that kind of sucks. Although,
Yeah, kind of lame.
straight up, not gonna lie, straight up not having a good time. But the good thing is, the entire month of January, I only have 1 week where I work 4 days.
Good job.
Not really. I
Oh,
work 3 days this entire month. 3 days a week this entire. So like, I did 3 this week. I think next week is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So next week is normal schedule, and then I work the 16, 17, 15, 16, and 18, and then the fourth week is Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, because I have the 19th through the 23rd off due to convention. But it's gonna be fun. I'm going as Bowsette, by the way.
let's go.
Yeah, that shit just came in today. I'm excited. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna yell at people, and I'm gonna get away with it because nobody's gonna say anything. And then
That'd be pretty sick.
it's gonna be super fun. I'm waiting to find a Mario so I can just yell at him for no reason. Because that's what you do. If you go as Bowsette, you yell at Mario and you
Hey,
say,
you want to
go
dress
away.
you want to dress as Mario and be yelled at by me during the convention?
And then my one friend suggested that she can't go to this convention, but the next one that both her and I can go, we do Marceline and Princess Bubblegum from Adventure Time.
Yes.
Which one am I doing? I want to see if you guess right.
Marceline?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, of course. I locked Marceline down. I've wanted to do Marceline for a while, but I didn't want to do her as a standalone cosplay. So I would have wanted to find like a Finn and Jake or Bubblegum or someone to do it with. So
Cosplay sounds fun, but it also sounds like money that I don't
it's
have.
hella expensive. Bowsette's at like $300 right now.
Damn.
Not in one go. Not in one go. I've been funding Bowsette over since August. So like $300 since August is not a lot of money, but I have already set aside an extra 60 just to like finalize a few things. But
yeah.
no, cosplay is expensive. It sucks. I do have to revamp my Ash cosplay, my Ash Ketchum cosplay that I've done.
Oh yeah, I've seen a picture of that, I think.
Yeah, I've showed you before. I do have to revamp it, but because I have the cosplay, but the clothes I wear in like together with it, like the normal people clothes that I wear with the cosplay, no longer exist. So I have to make some adjustments to it. I'll probably run that eventually, but I want to see how Bowsette is received at this one. So it's gonna be fun.
Let's go.
So I'm excited. That's kind of like a mini vacation, sort of. I go to go stay at a hotel that's connected to the convention center and just stay there for a weekend. And it's fun. Hang out with friends and whatnot. So
I want to do some conventions at some point. I really want to do Ranger Stop or Power Morphicon, especially now that 2 months ago Jason David Frank passed away, so that really kicked me in the pants, like, oh, never gonna get to meet him now. Maybe I should actually start thinking about putting away money and flying to where these conventions are again, so I don't miss out on some of my other favorite actors from that franchise. So I think I'm gonna be, I don't know where the next of those events are. I would have to look it up. Ranger Stop 2023. There are tickets. And it is in Georgia, which I guess is a neighboring state, in June. Okay. Maybe I could do that. There you go. Anyway, I think this podcast is over. I think this is a wrap.
yeah, that's fine. We've been going for
like an hour and a half, give or
That's
take.
not bad.
Colo
it's a good start to season 2.
All right, Colo, first of all, please die. Second of all, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me on Colo. You can find me on Colo on the YouTubes, as Colo on the YouTubes.
Let's go.
And you can follow me on Twitter as Colo54. Speaking of which, I have not checked to see if Elon got rid of
if Mr.
OG. Sorry, I'm not on a first name basis with Mr. Musk. I apologize.
Yeah. You better fucking check yourself at the door, my friend.
They have not gotten rid of them yet.
Damn.
Are their DMs open? No.
All right, well, Colo's never getting his name on Twitter. Meanwhile, folks, go to anchor.fm/Riely Megafeed or the Riely Podcast Megafeed on your podcast platform of choice. the Riely Podcast Mega Feed. It's got the Powerverse Juice Bar, Power Rangers podcast on there. And it also has a bunch of other podcasts. And the main thing it has is if you go to the description of the feed, it has links to literally everything I do, all my other podcasts, like the Issue Crew, all my social medias, all that shit. So go check it out. And thank you for listening to Detour Head. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.